Well, folks, I've gone and done it. I have purchased and acquired my Space Grail. What, pray tell, oh Brent, is a Space Grail? Well, not to be confused with a Grail card or a Holy Grail in the tertiary terms when it comes to earthbound sports like baseball, basketball, football, hockey, etc. Space Grail is a grail that is of space. It is a term that is bandied around the Star Wars card collecting community as their version of a Holy Grail. And I have confidently and firmly acquired what I consider to be my ultimate Space Grail card. There is not a card in existence in the Star Wars galaxy of trading cards that could top the card that I have acquired. And I mean this with zero hyperbole and 100% genuineness. This is it for me. It doesn't get any better than this. So, as you can tell by this opulent Fanatics case, what is enclosed inside is not a mere earthbound tertiary type card. This truly is a Space Grail. So we're going to turn the camera around and we're going to reveal what is in this box. And then you will see exactly what I mean when I say I have obtained my Space Grail. All right, let's do this.
We've just survived an attack of the most powerful weapon in the entire galaxy.
We have?
Behold, Fanatics and the mysteries that lie within. So, it's not a surprise to most of the 14 of you that regularly watch my channel that the 1977 Top Star Wars set is near and dear to my heart. I would even go far to say, and I was thinking about this earlier today, I think it's my favorite set of all time in any genre. I mean, sports, baseball, whatever. I go back and forth with what my favorite baseball set is of all time, whether it's the T206 set, whether it's the 1935 Diamond Stars set, if it's the 1953 Top set. There are a multitude of baseball card sets that any given day or hour I can have a different answer. But I'm always going to pound the table for the 1977 Top Star Wars set. So in that set, there are many iconic, yes, I'll use the word, iconic cards. Not just for us in my age, Gen X, that grew up with Star Wars, the original trilogy. We're children of the 70s and early 80s. That set means a lot to us, and there's many cards in that set that resonate not only today with us in nostalgia terms, but also when we were kids collecting them. Everybody's going to have their favorite character, their favorite scene, their favorite movie. And for me, there's no wrong answer. There's no wrong answer. They're all right. Because at the end of the day, the original trilogy is just too highly revered by many of us to. There's no wrong. There's no wrong into it. There's nothing in my mind that is flawed with the original trilogy. That being said, there is one character in particular and one card in particular out of all 5 series of the 1977 Top Star Wars set that resonate the most with me. As a young lad, as were many young lads of the time, there was a certain mystique and attractiveness and just a wooga 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 with Princess Leia. She was my first crush, and as many boys were, we were just infatuated by her, with her, and by her. There's one card in this set that always, from 1977 through now, that resonates the most with me, and that is number 89. And that is the card of all the cards in the set that I would, if I had to pick one card, even above number 1, Luke Skywalker, is number 89. And that is what we're about to present to you. But not only present to you the card, but it's what has been added to the card. I have not opened this up yet, by the way. So this is a live unboxing, I guess. So without further ado, here we are. Topps 89 from the Steve Grad autograph collection that I highlighted it a couple videos ago. The Imprisoned Princess Leia, autographed by none other than Carrie Fisher. This probably is my favorite image of all time when it comes to Star Wars. This image of Princess Leia being nonplussed, waiting patiently yet impatiently in the cell, about to be rescued by her brother, who was a little short to be a stormtrooper. But this is the card. And when I saw this listed, it's not a cheap card. Whenever you have a Carrie Fisher on card auto, you're gonna pay a lot. Now the thing with modern cards, and you know I'm always going to lean into vintage over modern when it comes to Star Wars, and pretty much any card in general. But modern cards of Carrie Fisher are predominantly sticker auto, and they're also they just don't work for me. Some of the images that they use, there are a couple, and I could, have a whole other video that there are some other images of her that work. There's a couple images from Empire Strikes Back that are fantastic, but there is no image, in my opinion, in my mind, in my universe, that is greater than this image of Carrie Fisher. And the placement of this autograph is perfect in conjunction with the image in the card. That's another thing that just really resonated. So when I saw this listed, I think it's Hollywood Collectibles. I can't remember what the eBay store is, but they work directly through Fanatics. And again, this is from the Steve Grad collection, who is an authenticator for Beckett. Was on the show Pawn Stars. They don't take offers. What they do is they list these cards, and when they've been listed for a while, then they will reduce the price by about anywhere from 15 to 25%. Usually, there are some that they don't, but this was one of the ones that they did. And when they reduced the price, having bought many of the Steve Grad collection, I think this is number 10 or 11 for me, I knew that was as cheap as it's going to get. And I had that moment of like, okay, this is still a comic card, but am I ever going to see her autograph on this card perfectly placed ever again? I don't know. So I didn't hesitate. And I am so glad that I didn't, because this is it. This is the Space Grail for me. This is the Star Wars collecting Holy Grail card for me. I will take this any day of the week over a number 1 Mark Hamill Luke Skywalker autographed card. Not saying I wouldn't like that, but if I had to choose between the two, I'm going with this. She's my favorite character. This is my favorite card. And yeah, this is what it's all about. So this is my Space Grail. I feel that a bit of a pinnacle has been reached, a bit of a mountaintop has been reached, and I'm a bit awestruck and at a loss for words, really, when I think about this. I didn't really feel this way until I hit play, and I'm looking at this card along with all of you, and yeah, this is it, guys. This doesn't get any better than this. Every Star Wars card that I obtain henceforth shall pale in comparison to this one. This is it. And I am beyond blessed and a bit surrounded by surrealness in the moment, to be honest with you. I think I'm going to stop this video here in a second, and I'm going to just sit down and contemplate a little further exactly what I'm holding in my hands here, because this is amazing. Wow. So if you need a textbook definition, if you need to look up in the dictionary and Space Grail is added to the lexicon of collecting, may this be the picture that goes with that definition, because I think it's very apropos. At least in my universe it is. I appreciate each and every one of you for watching, and I will talk to you all later. Appreciate it. Bye.